So just realized my mic was off. Technical difficulties, fantastic. Don't worry about that. So what I basically said is, welcome to the CTI live stream, the podcast for today. I'm going to be covering technicals for today, the DXY, some forecast, some of the trades from last week, and also I've got a special guest today that I'm bringing in. He's actually my very first one-to-one trader that I've mentored from last year. He's got so much experience. He's a 7-figure trader and he's making 5 figures withdrawals on a monthly basis since the mentorship. But not just that, he's also got his eyes on bigger projects and he's expanding his horizon as a trader. That's what you do. You learn the skill, you get mentorship, then you get investments, you start withdrawing from the markets, and then you start thinking bigger. This is exactly what this trader's doing. So I'm going to welcome Shine in around 5 to 10 minutes. Once I cover some technical, just some basics. So just have some questions ready for Shine, everyone. I'm going to introduce him in around 5 to 10 minutes. So just give me a sec and I'll share my screen. Okie dokie. Leave that there. All right, so this was last week's live stream. I'm going to get straight into it. When was this? 8th of July. Please rewatch the live stream from last week just for educational purposes, right? Look at the full process and what I was saying prior to last week. Bear in mind, it was a very volatile week last week, right? A lot of news. And as you know me, I'm 100% technical. I know that with technical, it's always going to tell you the direction of the market, right? So this, at the time of this live stream, last week on Monday, at the same time today, last Monday, I was expecting a fake out of this pattern, right? We've got the Elliott waves, we've got the wedge, but I was expecting a fake out. It's exactly what I said. Rewatch it for educational purposes and potentially add it onto your strategy or just use it as a forecast. Who knows what you're going to do with it. But the purpose of these live streams is to get some value from the technicals and value from experience to help you guys as traders develop in your journey. So just to quickly recap, I kept this note. I was expecting a short-term bearish move to the downside on the DXY. Bearing in mind there's lots of news. This was the game plan. Obviously, what I forecasted was a potential buy from this area. We could also grab the liquidity down here or even down here, right? That's the game plan B. That's game plan B, right? My original game plan, as you can see, I'm short-term bearish. So I'm expecting one move to the downside, as you can see, right? I'm expecting one move to the downside. What happens next, whether it goes long from here, or whether it just completely plummets, that is not what I'm focused on. I'm focused on mastering the first move, because that first move is where the edge is at. That is where myself and somebody like Shine and all the other traders I've worked with, we are specialists in taking profit at TP1 4R. After that, whether it goes back to break even or whether it goes to 10 up, 2 pence, we are taking profit at TP1. That is where the edge is at, because of the data that we have gathered. 8 times out of 10, there's a reversal from 4R, so that's the sweet spot, right? So let me see exactly what's happened on the DXY. Then I'm going to do my analysis for the actual week. Right? I'm going to press play, see what happened after the live stream. A couple of hours in, the fake out occurred, as you can see. Was there a move to the downside? Kind of hovered for a little bit, and there's your move to the downside, and we've got a rejection as anticipated, right? So the game plan did play out. Some of the traders, we did manage to make some profits. Some other traders in the community also managed to long the dollar. But notice how accurate these levels of liquidity is. If you don't know where the liquidity is at, that essentially means that you as a trader are the liquidity. You don't know what liquidity is. If you're just trading, whatever you're trading, you don't understand liquidity, regardless of what strategy you are trading, whether it's moving averages, Ichimoku cloud, or Fibonacci, you need to understand some basics of liquidity, then add it to your trading. I read liquidity with edge waves and patterns. That's the way I read it. You have to have some edge in terms of liquidity, believe me. Well, I'm not taking it away from some traders. I know some traders do not look at liquidity. Some traders just think for 1-2-1s, 1-2-2s, and they use moving averages, and they're completely successful. I'm just saying that with the way I view the markets, it's an edge, but any strategy is an edge in itself, and you know how to redefine the strategy and practice it, right? So let's see how price reacted from this particular area. Go to the current live markets, and there we go, bingo, there's been a reversal. And notice how when there is a reversal, right, there's always a stop hunt. The cheeky little, I'm not going to swear on the podcast, but there's always a stop hunt, right? Liquidity was filled after the main extreme. It went long. And for the traders thinking that this is the original liquidity, even traders trading smart money concept, there's a good chance that we're going to get taken out, right? This is why you need an edge. You need to have a systematic and mechanical approach in terms of the data that you have gathered and find your little niche, right? For me personally, there wasn't really, from what I can see right now, there's no trade here up until the liquidity was grabbed. Now, obviously, on the smaller time frame, if I were to go on, let's say, the M5 or the M1, I'm pretty sure when you investigate on the lower time frame, there's going to be some form of a break of structure somewhere, right? So let's just say, for example, there we go. And your entry will be approximately here. Obviously, you have a bit of a wide spot, so you probably won't get taken out. But either way, a bit of a choppy, weird trade. The way I personally trade news, I don't like trading news on the news or after the news, because after the news, normally it's done by then. The best time to trade the news is when you get in before, such as this particular area, right? So this was the game plan. You can see there's a liquidity grab here, as I was expecting a stop hunt on the lower time frame to wait for break structure, and then you get in on the trade. Then news comes in, and then you're out. Whatever happens after, that's it. Forget about the trade. This is the way I personally trade news, to be honest. But anyway, that played out more or less as I anticipated as well with crypto at the time. But now let's reevaluate and see where price is going to next. So that played out more or less to the T. The direction was correct. Entries, that's a whole different subject. I don't think we've got enough time of the special guest to go over the entries now. But let's forecast the next move on the DXY. The reason I'm so fixated on the DXY is because if you know where the DXY is going, you more or less have an understanding on where the overall directional bias of every single market is going to go to, right? Dollar yen. If dollar goes up, mostly all the dollar pairs are going to go up, right? Who has the most liquidity out of all the dollar pairs? Essentially is dollar yen, isn't it? So dollar yen goes up as a CAD, that's going to bring all the dollar pairs with them. And vice versa, if you're trading Kiwi, if the dollar goes long, that means NZD/USD that's going to drop. If NZD/USD drops, that essentially means, on average, it's going to bring all the other Kiwi pairs with it. If you're trading New Zealand Swiss, look at the NZD/USD, but you need to look at the DXY first, right? That's what I would recommend. But anyway, in terms of what I'm expecting on the DXY, this is, let's find out. I mean, let me zoom out to the daily real quick. I still believe we have not liquidated these equal highs, but a lot has been established. Let me delete this because this is old now. I need to update my analysis. Yes, there we go. Anything else that has happened? Zoom out to the weekly. I'm going to be focusing on this pattern for now. There may be a larger pattern in play though, as you can see. Hold on. There we go. There's a bit of a larger pattern in play. Zoom in. Two scenarios actually. Depending on the price action, I'm now expecting price to do a fake out of this pattern, as you can see. I close back inside, right? That's what we're trading. We're trading fake out of the pattern. Just to give you an idea, if you're new to the stream, you don't understand how I trade, it's essentially a fake out of Elliott wave 5. So we're implementing Elliott waves, as you can see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At Elliott wave 5, within the actual pattern, we are expecting a fake out of the pattern. Right, we're expecting a fake out of the pattern, a close back inside, target the trend line, target the Elliott waves, and also the start of the pattern. It's not always going to be fulfilled. This is why we need to be taking profits at 51. That's essentially what we'll be doing. So look, there's a fake out and a close back inside, and then targets are hit. And you'll see this happen time and time again. You know? More information here. This is a larger example, but it's the flip side of a bullish scenario. This is a bearish scenario of what I'm talking about. So in the lower time frame, you'll be looking at liquidity, you'll be looking at accumulation, distribution, etc. But for now, just to give you the basics: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5 we've got a fake out and a boomerang. I call this a boomerang. It's a close back inside of the pattern. It's a boomerang shaped price action. So that is complete. If we're applying this concept within the markets, we can then anticipate the next move. So let's see exactly where I believe I could potentially go to next. This can be broken, however, could be a larger pattern in play. Here we go. Now I'm going to separate the pattern. Separate them. Make it nice and tidy. Now we've got the same price action, but this time on a larger scale. So as you can see, Elliott wave 5, I'm anticipating obviously a fake out and a close back inside and target all the Elliott wave, target the trend line, target all the points of interest, and also target the liquidity within this area, as you can see. Still early, so from what I can see, it looks like there's one more move to the downside before we can anticipate where the boomerang is going to be formed. So it's still early times, and you can see there's a fractal of the same price action. It's all fractals: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me change the color. But most importantly, we are obviously targeting liquidity. You can see there's liquidity right here. This will be the first area of interest, followed by this area and this area. At the moment, short-term bearish, then I'm expecting a long. Obviously, we want to investigate on the lower time frame. If there is a setup here with confirmation, following all the rules, because I'm only showing you 20% of the actual strategy, otherwise it's a little bit too complicated, then this would be more or less a good point of interest to sell it in the market. So with that being said, let me do my little note. CTI. What's the date today? 22nd. Shorts. That's it. This is what I'm personally anticipating. Whether it's around here or here, you know, but we are anticipating shorts towards this area, as you can see. So once this area has been established, the next target would be this area. And all I'm trading, once I get all the rules and all the confirmations and everything takes, because sometimes not everything takes. The checklist is sometimes not there, so I don't trade, right? But in terms of the direction, I am expecting one last move down for a big rally up, right? The longs, I'm not focused about that. I'm focused on the short side. But this is my personal game plan on the DXY. Once you've analyzed the DXY, then you can analyze everything. Trading the euro is my favorite pair to trade because it follows the DXY. There are much men in heaven, right? So that means, if I look at the euro, I should really be looking for long. But then I'm expecting a big short the euro, as you know. So, with that being said, has anybody got any questions before I bring on my special guest? Look at the comments. Any questions? And thank you, Lawrence. I sorted out the sound. I realized a little bit late, but all good. It's good. Bring on the guest. Fantastic. And you know, you're part of the community as well, Lawrence. You will know this trader. His name is Shine. So let me add Shine on to the building. Let me remove this, and we can add Shine. Hey, Shine. How you doing?
Hey. Good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Looking forward to having you on board.
Okay, thank you. You can hear me, right?
Yeah, no, I can hear you. How's your trading week been?
Yeah, it's going good. Like past few weeks, I'm not trading. Like there are a few meetings going on, so I was not in the charts actually. So yeah, it's good.
Okay, fantastic. Would you, right, just so the viewers can get an understanding, would you mind sharing, you know, how long you've been trading, what got you into trading, and also your journey as well, the struggles that you faced, and what led you to where you are today?
Yeah, after doing my graduations, I went for higher educations in UK. So from there, I met a person. He was trading, and he will be coming with different cars. So I thought, okay, what he is doing, how he is making this kind of a big money. So I went and asked him, what are you doing? Are you doing any kind of car rentals or something? So he laughed at me and he said, no, man, I'm doing trading. That is the first time I hear the word trading from UK. At that point of time, it was like around 2010 and 2012 range. There is no much YouTube, nothing. But that is the first time I hear the word. Then after that, then I came back to my native place. Then that word was there in my head, and I started searching. Then slowly I got into that. Then when I searched, there will be a lot of brokers coming in, and they will be sending us the educational all the things they will send, which is all crap. So like that, I started into the trading industry.
Amazing, fantastic. And what was to get where you are right now? Because obviously you want to talk to the traders and just tell them where you're at, how much capital you're managing, and all of that. Obviously, it wasn't an easy journey, because every trader right now watching, they are part of the journey that you are going through right now. You've been through that journey, I've been through that journey, but there's always a new trader that wants to understand, you know, what was the transition.
It's really tough. Really tough to be a good trader. I know that I know all the routes you went through. We will be taking all the notes from each of the senior traders, or even the newbie traders, whoever is coming. Every time it's a learning process. So it's like very tough right now. Like whoever is getting into trading, everyone have to think that, okay, this is not an easy game. They have to sacrifice something. They have to put their efforts in. Most of the traders don't know what's the actual route, or the actual process, how to become a trader. Even though I came to know about trading in 2012 and all, I came to know about the process like maybe 4 or 5 years before. So that's the difference. All those years I was making losses and blowing accounts, burning accounts. Maybe one day I'll be in the moon, and the next day I'll be losing everything. I'll put everything out back to the market itself. So it's really tough. And right now I'm managing around 1.3 million prop firm account and few investors account also. So it's going on in a smooth way right now.
Fantastic. I mean, 1.3 million is a really good amount to manage in the prop firm industry. What to get the viewers to understand how was that journey? Did you just immediately past first time or start making withdrawals? Because obviously all the traders right now, they want to hear what this provide.
So sorry, can you repeat the question?
Yeah, so you mentioned that you're managing 1.3 million platforms. What was the journey leading up to it? Because obviously, I'm pretty sure it wasn't straightforward, and you just all of a sudden you decided, all right, let me do a challenge, and then all of a sudden you passed. Obviously, you must have had ups and downs, but then it's one thing passing the prop firm, is another thing actually maintaining it, right? And actually making withdrawals. Have you been making withdrawals?
Yes. Yeah, that also is going on good. And the thing is, I have blown, as I said, I have blown plenty of accounts. I started with FTMO initially, long before. I don't know how many accounts I've blown because I was not in the process. I was daydreaming. Most of the traders will be doing that kind of a mistake. We will be daydreaming about the amount whatever we are targeting. Maybe we'll be having some medical emergencies, or we'll be having other liabilities to cover. So we will be always thinking about the problems, and the solutions will be like 10% of this. Okay, you are buying 200k, just make 10%, which is 20 grand. If you pay FTMO or any of the prop firms, or it will be like, okay, 16k I'm getting, so done, my problems and all the liabilities is done. So people are thinking in that kind of a point of view and getting into trading, and most of the problems stays there itself. So my struggles is like I mean, personally I have discussed this with you, like I had a lot of liabilities before getting into the trading. So what I'll say to all of the traders is, like, if you have any kind of liabilities, don't get into the trading. First clear the liabilities first, either by go and talk to the person. If you owe someone some money, then go and talk to him, then tell that, okay, I need 1 year time, I don't have anything, or otherwise take any other loan or clear them out. If you are having some kind of a pressure of target, then definitely you are going to kill yourself in this market. So I did this mistake every time when I was in the starting phase. Before meeting you, I was doing the same mistake again and again. So once we are getting that kind of a space, then we'll be able to make money out of this. So like after blowing accounts and all, I came to know that I have to stick with like small withdrawals. Initially I was going with 10%, 5%. Whenever I'm passing the account, I'll be like partying here. Started like, oh, I'll be telling my friends, okay, I won the challenge, now I can make money. People will come and say that extra motivation they will give and tell you that, okay, now go and win money, it is ATM right now. It's not like that. It won't work like that. You have to think like, even if it is $500, you have to withdraw that. So the point when I realized that it is not about the amount you are withdrawing, it's about all about the capital, how much capital you can make. So a lot of prop firm industries, there is always a risk. So what I did is I went and invested in different prop firms, and this 1.3 million is in different prop firms, like 7 different prop firms. So even if one is getting busted, I'll be having the other 6 accounts, so I can manage that. So everyone try to increase your capital. It's never think about this month, never think about this week, think about this year. So okay, this year I will make 1% or 2% or 5%. Like it will be like 0.5% withdrawal, maybe 10 like that, we'll make 5%. So we have to think like that. That is the major change I made, and this works wonders for me.
Fantastic. That fully makes sense. You're thinking long term, and you're also diversifying your risk, right? A lot of traders will put all the eggs in one basket.
Right. I did the mistake.
Yeah, no, we've all been there. Regarding your strategy, can you explain your strategy? What is your edge? What do you do for trading, and what sort of psychology methods do you apply to your traders? You can obviously, succeed in the markets. For any new traders or experienced traders watching this podcast.
Yeah. So I initially started with some videos from the YouTube. That was the major mistake. If you are coming into trading, that will be the major advice I'll be saying to everyone. Like, find a mentor. If you are going to through the YouTube, you will think that everyone will say that, okay, baby pips, and go to YouTube. YouTube is an university. Yeah, a lot of things, cookery shows can work with YouTube. Not you can learn driving from YouTube. So we have to uh, be some practical, uplift some practical knowledge as well. If you are getting into trading, never ever go through YouTube, never watch social media, anything. Go to any mentor. Like, once I was like, I had been through a lot of mentors. So what everyone will do is they will try to sell their course. Once we got the course, when we bought the course, and what they will do is they will be like, maybe 1 week or 1 month, they will be, okay, you are doing good, Shine, you are doing this. There will be some printed motivational speech, and they will send that to us. That's it. That will happen to most of the traders. So what I suggest is, like, uh, work with a mentor closely. I'm not here doing any like marketing talks with in this podcast. When came to Diago, find a mentor like Diago. When I went to Diago, what Diago did is, to get into the uh, skin of my daily routines. So he went into everything, and he literally used my smartphone, and each and every hours he split, so that I can work it out. This time I am working up. This time is my breakfast. This time is my meditation. This time is my everything on the chart. So by that way, I'm getting time for everything. And what is happening is, I'm having less. I'll be sitting less time on the chart. And babysitting is the other problem with all the traders. Most of the traders will be like, okay, I press the button, and now I want to see the market how to flow in my direction, how to flow, because I took the trade. I have these kind of problems to cover. So God won't punish me like this. So people will be hoping that, okay, just press the button, and this is going to work in my favor. Everyone will think like that. So this is not going to work. My strategy was like, smart money concept itself. So the problem with smart money concept is, like, there was a lot of stop losses on the traders at every traders will be feeling that same problem. So I was also facing the same problem. I was having a lot of stop losses. So when I came to like BLT, the BLT which Diago and Rodrigo designed it. And what happened is, like, my stop loss is still there, but there are a lot of set of rules which is mechanical. I have to follow all the rules and just apply it. If it is an SL, then SL. If it is going to a target, then it's fine. Then my psychology improved a lot with a mechanical strategy, if you are following all those kind of things. And other traders will be having a lot of trading plans, and they won't follow it. Maybe simple thing, it will be like, they will write it everything, all the trading plans. Most of the traders won't be having trading plan. Even though if they are having a trading plan, what they will do is, they will maybe simple thing like, 2 trades a day, 2 SL a day, maybe 2 wins a day. But they are 24/7 in front of the screen. What they will do is, they will push one more trade, and that will eat their profit. And what they will do is, I don't, no, market, you can't do that. I want the money back. So they will push again one more trade. So if you are going with 2 trades a day, if you're going with 1 trade a week, then stick with that. So all of these things will only happen if you have a clear mindset, if you have a clear daily routine, if you have a clear, strong in your edge, everything. Otherwise, it won't.
100%. I think also regarding the strategy with the BLT, which is what I just went over. I've given everyone a simplified version. I'm pretty sure, Shine, you've got the in-depth information that goes behind the strategy. But the beauty of it is that it filters out low probability SMC levels, right? Obviously, when you catch really good ICT, SMC, whatever market you want to talk about, right? The risk reward is fantastic, but there's just too many trades. There's too many options. Even if you've got an edge and you follow rules, the beauty with this strategy is that we're using the patterns and the Elliott waves to filter out those levels. That's just the edge that works for us, for me and Shan. Obviously, there's traders here that probably trade a moving average, and that moving average is going to filter out these SMC levels. But you need to find your little niche and your little edge, because every trader and every strategy is unique in itself, right? So, regarding any sort of, you know what? Let's take it to the audience. Audience, any questions that you might have for Shine or myself, or Shine, now that you've got, you know, you've got a chance to ask him whatever you want to ask him regarding trading or his journey. Now's the chance. So just drop in the comments and we'll answer your questions. So wait for the comments. Let them get on board. But for now, are you analyzing this week, Shine?
Sorry?
Are you analyzing this week, or you're still?
No. Yeah, I'm focusing on a new project right now. So hopefully, I'm gonna start it by the first week of August. So I'm waiting for that project to start.
Fantastic. What's the project about? What are you doing? Because I know that's, I'm guessing is trading.
Yeah, trading only. Like I know that there is a huge opportunity in the prop firm industry. So what I'm doing is I have managed to make some team. I have a community, and that community name is like Lookcraft. So we are based in India, and we are doing it, and we have a community, and we are a very good. I have developed a few traders, and I have took care of them personally. And what I'm doing is we are going to manage some funds. We are getting some investors in, and we are going to trade together. That is students' perspective, so that students can also earn from that. That I'm going to do. And plus, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring some world-class traders who is like top or are on the top notch. So like maybe 15-20 years experience in this industry, so that they will be also managing bigger accounts. So all the investors coming in, and I'm just connecting them. And this August we are going to start it at the first week of August, and we are going with a big target.
Fantastic. So it sounds like you're setting up a trading floor, a fund. You've got investors, you've got traders. That's amazing. And that's more or less the natural route that a lot of traders kind of gravitate to. You know, you can trade by yourself, you can trade prop firms. The next step to take it to the next level is trade investor capital, right? The next step is obviously setting up a fund if you have traders. So there's many avenues within the trading industry. Regarding that, has anybody got any questions regarding what Shine just said on his latest project, or anything regarding his journey? Okay, we have a question here from Rashidin. Could you speak about your goal setting, Mr. Shine?
Yeah, if it is regarding the trading related, then I'm trying to increase the capital, not the withdrawal. That is the main goal. So I'm talking to investors, and I'm giving them the plans in different prop firm industry, and I'm just managing it through the traders. So they are all happy with the results I'm getting, and I have shown them my results, and they are okay with that, and they are going to join me. So my main goal is not to focus on the percentage I'm going to make or the trader going to make. I'm going to think about the most of the capital I am going to raise. So bigger the capital, even if it is 0.5% itself, it will be a huge amount, which none of the jobs around, highly paying jobs around us won't be getting paid.
Amazing, but fantastic. How did you? So I'm pretty sure some of the traders will ask, how do you get investors, right? Because a lot of people think that it's hard to get investors. I personally think it's if you know the right people, it's quite easy to get investors. But how did you get investors, or is it because you have a community and obviously that's going to branch out to different networks?
No, it's not because of that. First of all, when you think that you are consistent with your daily routines and everything, and if you are able to make consistent withdrawals, then make an what do you will say, like people will be able to track you. So make a track record. So with that track record, you can approach any investors. Don't go and talk to any smaller investors. I am always thinking about bigger investors. So if they are pitching in, if they are getting the value of their money, then definitely they will come in. There should be some kind of a plan you should have to present in front of them, otherwise they won't be coming in. So we should be having a plan. First we have to have the track record, then the plan, then definitely they will come in.
Fantastic. Great. Is there anything else that you'd like to share, Shan?
Yeah, I'll always talk about this to my students also. So if you are in a job, then for the trading, please don't leave the job. You will be thinking that, okay, in the demo I made 10%, 40%. Oh, okay, I am having 1 grand, so I made 10% and I made $100. So okay, I'm okay to go and invest in a 400k challenge account or 100k challenge account. With that I can make 10 grand. Then this is my yearly salary. So don't ever think about like that. Just focus on the process. While in the job itself, try to make some capital. And if you have any liabilities, please don't think that trading is the right way, so that you can clear all your liabilities within 6 months or 3 months or within one withdrawal, like 10% from a 400k. Okay, my entire thing cleared. So don't think like that. If you have any liabilities, as I said before, try to talk to them, or take any other loans or something like that, or give buy yourself some space and space of time, as well as peace of mind of 1 year or 12 months, something like that, so that you will be able to focus on your process, not the money. And always think about smaller withdrawals. Like if it is $1,000, if it is $2,000 in a month, like which will be 1% or 2% in a 100k account, then stop trading, then move to the withdrawal. Get the withdrawal, get the refund fee back, then again work on it. There are a lot of trustable prop firms like CTI here. So diversify your entire money, buy like 4 or 5 accounts, slowly increase each and every prop firm. Then definitely you will be able to and focus on your daily routines. People will say that, okay, I'm doing the trading journal. What people usually do is they will place the trade, then they will straight go to the chart, because they are watching the MT5 or the terminal and how much money I'm making. Okay, I want to watch this. They are not journaling it. What they will do is, okay, I will do it later on. Before the next trade I will take it, I will place it. But they won't do it. They are a very easy way to journal it, but people won't journal it. I know people who is journaling like 5 trades or 4 trades at a one go. So this is not the right way. When you place the trade, go directly to the your whatever journaling method you are using. Place your all the charts, all the information, whatever informations you have, place it. Then next day or the next week when you are reviewing it, it will be a clean information to go through. Otherwise it will be completely messy. Find a mentor, as I said. Find a mentor who will work with you. Like I said before, Diego, even though I went through the one-on-one mentoring, still I can message him simple things. He will get back to me. I am not saying that he will get back to me instantly. yeah, there is a time difference. At least within 24 hours, I'll get the reply back. Okay, Shine, you could have done this. This is the reason of the loss. So even though if I am experienced or newbie, he is behind us. And I always wonder how he is getting this much time. He will come and talk to me and ask me, how is it going? Are you trading? Like, what is the result? So uh, I don't know any of the mentor is doing that. So I've been with a lot of mentors. So that is the best thing. Don't go and use YouTube and think that this is your way to learn. And if you're going to YouTube, maybe with the right mentor, you'll be clearing it within 6 months, and it will take 6 years, even though it won't be there. For example, simple example, there is a correlation between DXY and Euro USD. And how many traders, YouTube traders, know that? Hmm. I don't think so. Like you will miss gems when you are searching in YouTube and all. People will be there scamming you in and out. I have been scammed a lot of times, that I have to say also. This is an industry of 6 trillion, so this is scammers around is like 12 trillion worth. So people are like scamming everywhere, so you have to be very careful. Otherwise, you once you get into the scam, you have to clear all those. Definitely it's going to be a hard journey. So without a mentor, it's going to be worse.
100%, because it's going to save you all that time, isn't it? I mean, even myself, it took me around 7-8 years to find consistency. I never even knew there was a thing called DXY until my mentor back in the day showed me that we should be using correlation and everything.
Yeah, 3 years before only I came to know about DXY and the correlation. I used to check all the correlation between the charts. We won't be knowing it.
Yeah, no, 100%. People just don't know this, especially if you come from the baby pick age, where you're just looking at Google and the basic YouTube. Okay, fantastic. Thank you so much, Shine. Unless you guys have any questions or any topics you'd like me and Shine to cover, just drop it in the comment box. I'll wait for that, and then after I'll analyze the euro real quick. I'll just see what I'm expecting, see if it correlates, which it will, with DXY. So if there's a topic you guys would like me to cover with Shine, just drop in the comment box and we'll get started and just finish off the last 10 minutes. Okay. In the meantime, let me quickly share my screen. I'm going to cover briefly the euro, and if anyone has a topic you would like Shine to cover, then I'll go over that with Shine as well. So let me quickly share the euro, see what I'm expecting. Okay. Let me share my screen. It's going to quickly do a forecast, see what I'm expecting. Have you got your PC by you, Shine, and you can cover some analysis real quick before we jump off?
No, like I said,
no worries.
I'm not trading for last 3 weeks. I'm behind this project, and I'll be getting back to trading everything on August first week onwards.
Fair enough. We can do I can invite you for another live stream, and you can cover some charts probably in a couple of weeks when you're ready. Can you see my screen, by the way?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So obviously I've got a bias for the DXY. I'm expecting a short-term drop to the downside, meaning I should be looking for longs on the euro, as you know. So before I do that, let me see exactly what I'm anticipating real quick. It looks like we have in fact grabbed this liquidity, which is great, fantastic. Okay, I can already more or less see what I'm expecting. So obviously liquidity has been grabbed from that point of interest. And if we zoom into the H1, we can see there's been a major breaker structure, just basic breaker structure. I'm keeping it really simple, stupid. Right, there's been a breaker structure caused by these candlesticks. What caused it? As you know, it was this point of interest, that order block, and also this order block. Up here, you can even take it one step further and potentially anticipate a move up here to the downside. But before we even do that, that's been a break of structure. But if we go to the H4, we can see that there is this liquidity. So a few scenarios, we are potentially going to go up from here and then a drop from that area or these areas. The price may grab the liquidity from here before going long. But before we do that, because there's so many points of interest, especially there's, you know, a bank block here, there's imbalances and fair value gaps. There's so many points of interest. So what we're going to be doing is we're waiting for a pattern to form, which is not really ready yet. As you can see, there is this pattern, but it's too expanding. So it's not really a pattern that's ready. So until that pattern forms, then I'll be interested in taking a short. So even if price comes up here, there's a good chance that that particular order block is not going to be the correct one to use because there's no pattern. So what could happen now is price will go to this one. But if price does go to that one, at least by then there will be a pattern that we can trade. As you can see, and there is our famous little wedge. So 1, 2, 3, 4, potential 5. And obviously we're looking for the fake out of the pattern. So judging by this forecast, I'll be looking at this bank block. And if there is no pattern there, then I would wait for a pattern and potentially use this one. Or we may even get a short-term pattern and use this particular order block as a plan A, depending if price were to form, let's say, a pattern such as this. So if I just quickly draw it for you, it could be. So essentially we're waiting for a wedge, right, with Elliott waves. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It all depends on the pattern. Once you've got the pattern and the boomerang, then you know which order block, bank block, you're going to use. It's really, really that simple. If we do get a short there, this would be a good area of interest. We can take profit, and you don't have to aim for the Hollywood trend, let it drop. Just aim for the first TP, call it a day, 3, 4, 5R, and you're sweet, right? So that is essentially what I'm expecting. Bearing in mind, we have grabbed this major liquidity. So overall, I will be expecting shorts on the euro. But for now, short-term shorts before we potentially go short, as in the main directional bias. So take some profit here on the day trade. There may be a little liquidity grab, or there may be a major drop. And if that happens, that is fantastic because it will be in confluence with the major DXY long that we're expecting. Look, we have already a potential QM. Right now, it says 4 minutes messing around, may drop, grab the liquidity, and then we obviously take out these stops, potentially take out the right shoulder, and then go short. So notice how there's so many barriers that you have to wait for price to mitigate, but we still need to wait for the right checklist and wait for the rules to come into use. If you don't know what Quasimodo is or a QM, I would suggest to Google it because it's a very effective pattern. It's essentially just a left shoulder, a head, breaks the neckline, and then it retests, rather than your traditional head and shoulder, which is a break of the neckline and a retest and then a short. The QM is essentially a left shoulder, a head, a break of the neckline, and then a right shoulder to be formed approximately there. Normally there is a liquidity here that you can look for as your point of interest, and obviously a retest on this entry as well. So that is what I'll be more or less anticipating because of the current price action of the market. It looks like a sweet unfilled QN forming. I can already see it in my crystal ball that there is going to be a QN formed. If I'm wrong, I always like preparing for not the worst, but just preparing for the opposite direction. Then I wouldn't be surprised if this parallel channel gets formed. Obviously, I'll change my bias and then I'll go long towards this area. Same thing, still anticipating a fake out Elliott wave 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we can look for larger areas of liquidity wherever there is to the left, and surprise, surprise, you can already see there is some liquidity areas here. So potential plan A, potential plan B. But again, this is me showing you the next 2-3 moves in the chessboard, right? I don't like doing that. I'm just preparing and anticipating that that is a scenario. This is why myself and Shine will be banking profit. If we do get a short here, we'll bank some profit. We call it a day. It might take a whole day, and then after we change the bias, and then we look for longs on the way up, right? Over here, there may be a gigantic short, or maybe the gigantic short is going to come here, and there'll be a new pattern forming, as you can see, and then a fake out, and then you sell it. So the patterns, we're always updating the patterns in real time, hence why we need to update the points of interest in real time. Otherwise, they're going to be essentially dead weight, right? So that's my current analysis on the euro. So there's a few scenarios, but for now, a short-term short is looking what's most probable. So yeah. Okay, let's leave it there. Fantastic. And Lawrence, no questions, but good to hear you are doing so well, Shine. Thank you very much, Shine. Lawrence. Okay, and it looks like Shine's left the building. Oh, he's here. Okay, yeah. Fantastic. We'll wrap things up just in time, and we'll see you guys next week. Anything that you want to add on, Shine, before you leave?
No, nothing. I think I said everything. It's not about the skill. It's all about the psychology, how you are managing your brain, how you are managing your surroundings, how you are managing your family, how you are managing your relations, how you are managing yourself.
100%.
It's all about that.
Couldn't agree more. Fantastic.
Yeah.
All right, everyone. See you next week, same time, 12:30, and hopefully Chris can.
Thank you for having me here also, Diego. Thank you. It's an honor.
All good. All right, thank you, everyone. Take care. Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye.